Hello everybody and welcome to my beginner ballet basics series, and today we're going to talk about plié, one of the most fundamental movements in ballet technique. It seems easy, however I see people in intermediate, even advanced classes who haven't fully understood how to do a demi-plié well. Plié means bend, demi-plié means half bend, and it means we're bending the knees halfway, in contrast to grand plié. And here's Herbert. He just found some sellotape that he's chewing now. Okay, Herbert, maybe give it a rest for a moment. So if we start in first position, heels together, toes apart, and you rotate out from the top of the legs rather than your feet, and we're going to bend the knees sideways over the little toes. I even suggest not just the toes in general, the little toes. And how do you do that? A demi-plié is never a down movement. A demi-plié is energetically an up movement. So you stretch up through the spine, whilst you imagine someone else pulls your knees sideways beyond the little toes. You go up, the knees being pulled sideways. The pelvis does not really want to move down. It's moving down because the knees are bending sideways. From the side view, you go up through the top of the head. Tailbone is where it is, the knees pulling. Imagine around two pillars behind you. You need to be very aware of that. We're coming to that stick in a moment. You do not tuck your pelvis under. Sometimes it's misunderstood by hearing squeeze your buttocks. If you do that, can you see how your knees pushing forward? You no longer can bring the knees behind your little toes. You also want to be aware of that you're not sticking your bum out and leaning forward with the shoulders, because that's not a ballet position either. Imagine you have a wall or pole behind you, you're sliding along that without pushing anything away. You need to be further really aware of that, your little toes and your big toes touching the floor all the time. If the little toes are off the floor, it means that you're not turning out your thigh bones, you're not using your piriformis muscle, your main turnout muscle around the hip. So the little toes are your landmark, always touching the floor. One more tip, extra tip, imagine the vertical line of that pole, and your shin bones always need to be vertically aligned. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're challenged with your turnout or have a normal person's turnout. Your shin bones never want to be diagonal forward. Your shin bones always want to be straight, vertically aligned. And then you try to pull your knees behind you as if you open a window. It doesn't matter whether you have a turnout like this or a turnout with more professional hips. You always want to be able to pull your knees behind you without wobbling your feet. And you cannot do that when you tuck under or when you stick out. So you have to have a neutral pelvis. I hope you find that helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share with your ballet friends. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can also buy us a coffee. The link is down in the description. And I look forward to seeing you soon again for the next tutorial. And let's do a plié combination with Herbert before we say goodbye. If you would like to join my classes online or at Pineapple, go to holisticballet.com/schedule or pineapple.uk.com. And if you have any questions, please get in touch.